morning, YouTube. How y'all doing this fine morning? I'm in the back setting up the coffee machine because I kind of need some coffee. I ain't supposed to be having it, but I need me some coffee this morning because of this load, and hopefully, uh, where I'm at is it used to be the where you get loaded, and hopefully it still is. Hold on 1 second here. Yeah. And hopefully, like again, what I was saying is where I am is normally we get loaded, but see, the catch to this is um, normal trailers nowadays are 53 feet. This area slash dock is not made for normal trailers. They're for smaller trailers. And see, what you got to do is when you're backing in, you got to swing around, and you got to jump the curve, and a lot of times you can damage the front of your rig trying to get into this dock. I've told them a million times. They don't care. It's about the money, and it's all your fault when you break their stuff. You know what I mean? It's all your freaking fault. Which, of course, in anybody's reality, is not fair. Uh, Sorry, guys, life ain't fair, but you just got to figure it out. So, what I usually do when it's to come here, I come here in the middle of the freaking night. So, when nobody's here, you know, I can back in, and, I've got all these dock spaces to back in. And, my plan, it's such a wonderful plan. I did that. And guess what? They built new building paths here, and there's a row of flatbed tires, flatbed trucks in my way, which, of course, you know, them being in my way just makes it worse for me. But since again, I have the whole area, I came in at a specific angle, yada yada yada. Mm-mm. Came in a specific angle. Sorry, it's taking me so long here. Came in at a specific angle and got it in here anyway. So, 'cause this area is first come first serve, and I'm the first one here, and I'm gonna be the first one served. So it works out either way. But I reset earlier today and came in here, and you know how it is. Try to go back to sleep. I've only gotten 3 hours of sleep. So if I sound a little loopy, it's well, I think I kind of always sound loopy. If I sound a little loopy more than I normally do, please don't hold it against me. Uh, Man, I got some. Oh well, I got some coffee cups somewhere. I'll figure where they are in a minute. But okay, let's say hello. What's going on, everybody? How you doing this morning? Uh, Yeah, I think I should have. I think I should have said there's no. There's gonna be no live this morning. I should have said there's gonna be no live this morning. But hey, I'm gonna use your name. I gotta bring it. I gotta bring it every day. Yeah, I still gotta bring it. But the um was that this weekend? I'm trying to remember. Boy, guys, I don't got loopy, but I think um in the main scheme of things, because like I said, I'm working on my hours. I'm working on my hours, and I got one heck of a jump. Um, I think it was last night or the night before. I got one heck of a jump. I mean, literally, I'm at 18. Uh, I'm at I'm at 1850. Uh, and I don't think I was nowhere near 1850 a few days ago. But hey, I'll take it wherever I can get it. Because what I'm looking for, I don't think I'll get 2,000. You know, I, I don't think I'll get 2,000. I don't know. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. You know what I mean? Anything's possible. But it's been a good week, a good weekend. I It's been a good week, and it was a better weekend. I'm trying. I'm trying. Let me say it like that, and I can keep doing that because I got the Monday through Friday. I just got to put something in there Saturday, Sunday. I'm trying to have something in there for every day till my birthday. You know what I mean? Well, Mike, you might want to one if you only got 500. No, I'm not gonna act like I know what I'm talking about. You'll get it, bro. um, I don't know. I don't know if you're a moderator everywhere, and maybe you need to start doing some lives. I started this doing the live, but the lives I don't know. I doing the lives is like a slow crawl. You know what I mean? It, it it's it's a slow crawl to the finish line. You can't look at the how many people have come in and stuff like that because you get your feelings hurt. I promise you. You will get your feelings hurt. Um, but again, I do it to just talk, get certain things out, um, get it, get the practice and stuff like that because this ain't easy. Right? Having a conversation, having um, keeping it moving, keeping it flowing, and being about business and having fun, and many a times I shoot, I get upset like I was being attacked. Like do I mean, most of the stuff I'm telling the stuff I'm telling you, and most of the stuff I'm telling you, I used uh, my past experiences. The next thing you know, I'm having flashbacks and I'm yelling and screaming. My wife's on here. You're screaming. We can't hear you. And but other people know because you guys. are in my lives is saying, well, he's got the stinky booty kit, and but he needs to have um the yelling experience earphones. You know, something. We gonna make some money out of this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, boss? We gonna make some money out of this. We'll have the we'll have different stuff that we could sell, you know, and put it out there so that we could shoot. It's not even. I ain't trying to be rich, but if you guys could help supplement my lawn care addiction. I keep on one. I keep on destroying my lawns. Two, I keep I keep on. I don't know how to leave that auction alone. I think Charles would be happy. I can finally leave that auction alone this time around. And you say, well, why you say that? Because there's nothing I want on there. Because there's an auction coming up. Wait a minute. You gotta use set using that voice imitating wife. Yeah. uh yeah. Oh Lord. Hey, guys, I promise you, when I say I feel ditzy this morning, when and if they load me, after that, when and if they load me, after that, brother, I don't think I'm gonna get too far down the road. I'm just, I'm being like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it 100. When and if they load me, I don't think I'm gonna get too far down the road. I'm telling you right now, but I should be, I should be a lot woker. Woker. I don't know if that's. I don't believe that's a word. I should be a lot woke. You know, like your boy Def Santis says, the woke crowd. You know, I should be a lot woke. Um, in about an hour or two. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Well, welcome to welcome to my domain. See what we got here. Hey, Mike. I always say to my wife, run stuff, but no, we that don't go. That's not gonna go. She ain't karate chopping. She ain't doing none of that. That's one thing I she don't want me to have flashbacks. We don't raise up on each other, and not even like that. Ain't no karate chopping, no nothing. She know better. You know what I mean? See that's that. You know, I praise my wife, but she still isn't. She still is. Well, she's actually half and half. She's half Cuban and half African American. So, you know what I'm dealing with. But you know, you're not gonna come in on. She knows that this is my project. This is something I enjoy. Don't come in here acting a fool. Don't come in here doing that because see, I don't play that. You know, uh, I'm still respectful. I don't come in here complaining or stuff like that. And we have to figure it out. Oh, there's one thing boy, uh, I'm kind of what's the word? I'm kind of discombobulated or whatever. I just got a quote back. I was going to get the bottom part of my driveway redone. I mean, I'm still going to do it, but I think I'm just going to do it myself and I'm gonna resurface it because you know, like about $300 or $400, I'll just get out there and resurface it myself. Because I just got a quote back. The guy wants dang near 7 grand to get the bottom of my driveway replaced. It's a lot of daggone money, and that's not it's not a high priority right now. You know what I mean? Um, but I'm gonna what's the word? I think I'll focus. I got the green light for my retaining wall, so I'd rather have the retaining wall than the driveway. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Uh, Today's the only decent day to mow. Well, bruh, it it just depends on your mower. Like when I'm tired, I got my Husqvarna. I just get on there and drive. I'll be done. I'd be done in dang near what 10, 15 minutes. But I enjoy mowing, so lot of times I'll use the John Deere, or if I'm really bold, I'll do one of the smaller push mowers or my electric mower. I have a Ryobi. I have a Ryobi that I push. Uh, but we'll see. We shall see. Mm. Oh, trust me, I got hills and I got my backyard. Oh my God, my backyard instead of four wheeling it's I mean it's four wheeling territory in my backyard. You just say I just put it that way. So, jungle, you know. Well, they have these lawnmowers that have four wheel capability that work on, but they're expensive as heck. They what's that one? It's dang there. The main piece is 20 grand. And, oh my God, it's like eight. It's 8 wheels, and you can't get bogged down the whole 9 yards in that thing. But okay, let me try not to get the mumbo jumbo. Oh, you got a big old hill. Wow. Uh, I I got a lot of erosion problems because my lawn is the front and the back is actually you know um I'm kind of you don't notice it until it rains that I'm kind of sorta at the top of the hill and the water comes down. I mean it's a, I don't know if it would have stopped me from buying the place or her stop her. But the houses were never graded right. So when it rains and then when it rains hard, there is a flood of water that comes through each yard. It's not just my yard. I got an old 80-year-old gentleman behind us, which he's got he's got one heck of a crater in his backyard. And I told him if I can ever get some free dirt, I'm gonna first of all, I got the okay from him to redo the fence, and I got to go through the HOA, tell him, hey, I'm gonna redo this whole fence. I'm not gonna do it in one shot because one, it ain't my fence, but I'm gonna get the okay to redo the fence, and I'm gonna put a gate there because there is a um uh what do you call those sewer cover entrance or whatever it's on our whatchamacallit line. It's on our, it's on the line that separates my property from his. So, you know, once a year they have to get into the daggone thing, and they just got in there and they tore the fence down to get to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's so frustrating. Um, but that brought him out so I could talk to him because he wanted a certain type of fence that they don't make no more. I can't repair nothing. So I convinced him that certain wood and certain everything that we could put that sucker back together, make it look decent, make the yard, the fence makes a yard and so forth. And I'm gonna put a gate there, and I'm gonna take, when I get extra dirt, just wheelbarrow it over there and dump it in that hole because he got one big hole. And he said, "Well, it just wash away." Well, stop you making excuses. Fill that sucker up. Throw some rocks in there, some boulders or something. Something will hold it in place. Put a cover crop, a cover crop or something, a fast growing cover crop that will prevent it from eroding. I mean, you got to do something. And it's the same thing. My neighbor, they knew from the Dominican Republic or whatever, and they don't realize. But when it comes, it comes. And I watched a storm come through because I hang out in my garage, I hang out in that area, and I just seen it. I wasn't upset because I knew stuff was coming on, but this was the worst one I've ever seen, and it was coming over like a waterfalls. I mean, strong, filled up my whole driveway, and I have a drain at the end of the driveway, but it wasn't big enough. And then it was going over the grass, and that's where I get a lot of erosion because storms like that. Um, I got to build it. Again, I talked about that. I'm getting the the retaining wall. I'm gonna have them build it bigger than the ground level, so if that when that rush of water, it'll hit that wall and go down to the end of my driveway, and then I'm going to build a bigger culvert, or I don't know, something, a trenchant overground, put rocks in it or something like that to get, and have that. It kind of empties out at the corner of my other neighbor's yard. And I'm gonna have to come and tell him, look, bro, because he mentioned one, I see it emptying. I said, bro, you get mad all you want, you can't stop it. It's coming. It's coming no matter what. Good morning, wellness, Frugal Mama. It's coming no matter what. And it's just, but it said, in your yard is only in the left corner. I'm just going to come and show him how, talk to him how bad it is. And then I'm just going to either like put a bigger pipe or trench it or something to prevent that. But that's the lawn care of this morning's talk. But one of the things I wanted to talk about is, are are you surviving, or are you, wait a minute, are you living or are you surviving? And uh, for so many years, I spent um, I just spent my adult life surviving. It was so funny. I was in a really bad marriage for so many years, and I finally had enough. You know, um, I finally had enough, and it was so funny. I didn't ask for a divorce. I demanded one. I said, I had enough. I want a divorce. I had no plan. I didn't plan it out. I wasn't leaving her for another woman and all this other crap. I just had enough of all of the verbal abuse, all of the no help, no no support, no nothing, and and I was a lost puppy, but I remember I just had enough, and it was so funny. She was like, "Well, I'm I'm gonna get half." She was just bragging about it. I said, "You stupid idiot! Half of what? Our house is getting repoed. My motorcycle got repoed. My car got repoed. What are you getting half of? I don't have a dime. I think I owed like $300 or $400 in overdraft fees. I had to close that account. I didn't have a dime, but I've lived my whole adult life broke, so I knew how to survive. I knew how to survive. That's one thing I did. I knew how to survive, and I survived. Long story short, the dating scene, yo, I remember when the first date that me and Norma was on, which was actually a exercise date. We walked Stone Mountain, and I remember I said I'd rather go fight in Afghanistan. I'd rather go fight in Afghanistan than to date another daggone woman. I mean, I had just had enough, and I don't know why. I said I just had enough. I was just like I'd rather, and I guess that connection it started there because our first date wasn't spending hundreds of dollars and all this other crazy crap, but we wound up finding that connection, finding that rapport. And I remember one time I told her, I've always wanted to go to Las Vegas, not to get, not to get rich quick and all that stuff that everybody they think is going to happen, which is not going to happen in Las Vegas. It's just not. I said, I don't know. I just said I always wanted to go to Las Vegas, and you know, I, I remember the first time I said that, I could hear typing in the background. She was just having at it, and she said, "Well, we're going to Vegas on the weekend of such and we're going for a couple of days. We're flying out." And that was the beginning of a part of my life that I didn't know was possible, was the adventures that we would have. And again, I was pushing 300 plus, and if you know anything about Las Vegas, if you want to exercise, all you need to do is just fly to Las Vegas and plan your day. Just start out saying that we're going to, it's kind of beat down now, but the Great Pyramid, the Luxor, or whatever they call it, get a room there. It's at the end of, it's literally at the end of the strip. And plan your day. Just say, you know what, we're going to just walk around and walk from one, just say, we're going to walk to the end of the strip and then we come back. And that's what we did for 4 freaking days. 2 of those days, we walked 15 miles. So that's 30 miles in 2 days. Didn't even realize it, but when you came back, I mean, your feet were thumping, your legs, and you just fell out in the bed. It's like, oh my God. We even went to see Blue Man Group. We even went to see Blue Man Group and fell asleep. Now, it wasn't first row, I think it was third row center with all that rock and roll mess and blood. I was knocked out, spit, drool coming out of my mouth. I mean, the whole shebang, the whole show knocked out. And we laughed. and laughed and laughed, the whole time. We even flew there and back on Spirit Airline. By the way, don't ever fly Spirit ever again. Um, I knew that that was the beginning of something, and I later found out that my future wife was always the third wheel. She'd hang out with a good friend and a husband, and they all would go on cruises. We started going on cruises, and instead of her being a third wheel, she was the head. She was the head honcho in it, and it felt good. It felt wonderful. Um, and I remember she was all upset that I didn't like the first cruise that we went on. I was mesmerized. I was mesmerized. I never been on a cruise ship. Didn't know it was possible. Didn't know how to do it. I was mesmerized, and it was a small. I forgot which boat it was. It was a small ship, and you know the the part about the living. I was- I didn't realize that I wasn't surviving anymore, and we were living, and I didn't realize the change had started, and it became something. It became it became something that was more of an excitement and more of an experience. And it even the little ones, like, Charles likes to do stuff crazy on his birthdays, and like a little stuck ass puppy. I'm finally okay. I'll do it. And one year because of COVID, decided, well, let's just, he rent he got hooked on this VRBO thing, and we went. We he invited us to go to the Tennessee mountains, which is only a couple hours from the house, but it was in the middle of freaking nowhere, and storming and we were up in the mountains. Nice old place, but um it had a pool in it, and it was cool. It was really awesome. Too bad we couldn't get the grill working. But we and then we went zip lining. I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be be a few feet off the ground. No, no, that's why I had the gonads in over there in Costa Rica to look down, look around, have the camera, because I had already been through the shock of my life on the other zip line in Tennessee. That zip line in Tennessee was, going upwards of 60 miles an hour. And I mean, and then you see, we were on platforms, but there was ground below them platforms. In Tennessee, we were on platforms on stilts and all this other stuff, and it was really nerve wracking. But it was an answer to a prayer to say, look, I want to do stuff. I want to be active. I want to learn how to have fun. And see, here's the question today for the group: are you learning, or have you learned how to have fun? Are you surviving, or are you just wait a minute, are you living, or are you surviving? When I say living, are you learning how to have fun? Are you learning how to enjoy life? Are you learning how to explore life? You know, we have levels to this. The next thing I want to do, but I want to make sure I'm at the right. I don't want to be paying overweight fees and all that. I want to jump out of an airplane. You know, that tandem skydiving. I don't know if I want to go with Charles because he crazy. But we'll see. And I know he's sitting there listening. I want to do that. I still want to do it. Um, it's like that country song that guy said. You know, I went I went skydiving in 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu, and I learned to love deeper. And it's we don't realize that our time here on planet Earth is so short. We have family members and friends that have gone on already. Our time here on Earth is so short, and we are not learning to enjoy life. We're not learning to experience the gift of life. You know what I'm saying? I and I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all that I might have to. I might. What am I saying? Might. I already know I am. I'm gonna put on a. When I do it, I'm gonna have one of those depends adult diapers. I probably won't eat the day before. Let empty out the system because I know I'm gonna drop something, and I don't want it to be a missile for anybody else. I don't know if I might videotape it, might not. I don't want y'all to see me hysterical. you know, have me. You know what I'm saying? I might not tape that. Might just tell you about it because y'all be like, "Dad, he a little bitch." You know what I mean? But but I want I want to live. I want to keep living. I need to start working on my diet again. And that's a never ending process. It's because I want to be around to do these things. I Charles and Norma, y'all, and you should have another side hustle is being one of those, tra- travel agent. He 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 can find all kind of crap. But I'm looking at. I want to do Aruba, and where are we talking? Either 2024 or 2025, and then I wanted to go to Greece. The reason I want to go to Greece is because my wife wants to go to Greece. She wants to see those the nature. She don't like nature, but she likes it. Take the pictures and videos and stuff like that. I want to give her what she wants. And if that makes me a simp, then your definition is freaking retarded. I want I enjoy seeing the person that treats me right happy. We've got so many people that are in denial that they think uh, a effed up relationship is the right relationship where everything's arguing and um fighting. You're not a man unless you fight me all the daggone time or talk back or whatever. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm trying to live. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm trying to have a better life. I'm not trying to, I've heard the I'm the, you know, I'm the strong person in in our relationship, and it's usually a woman saying that. No, you're not. You're covering up a whole lot of hurt. The strong person, and half the people y'all don't notice that the strong person is the quiet one. Because again, it comes to the fact that the quiet one wants peace. If that means, if for me to get my peace, let you get your way, I'm gonna let you get your way to the point, and unless you're gonna burn down the house, then I gotta step in. I'm gonna let you get your way because 9 times out of 10, your way is probably gonna be the way that is gonna benefit the family. And they say, well, you're supposed to lead. Okay, a good leader understands that a lot of his ideas are freaking stupid, and he needs to relinquish and understand that someone else could have a better idea to make things better. That's the sign of a good leader. Do you see what I'm saying? And we don't understand that. You can't tell me what to do, and I ain't nobody telling you what to do. Let's work together. How? Why? Why? See, this is the dumb part. This is the stupid and idiotic part that a lot of women do not understand. Especially if you take your behind to church, if you're in the choir, if you're in the, if you're in the choir and you're in this ministry and this ministry and this ministry and you're doing all that, and the pastor says this and the pastor says that, but then a man comes on like, hey, we need to do this. Don't you tell me what to do. But guess what? Just think about it for one stinking minute. The Bible says you shall leave your mother and father and cleave unto as what? One. How can you lead? You're not two individuals anymore. And even if it's teamwork, the man. Let's use this as an example. The man is the head. The woman is the neck. Who's more powerful? Who's more stronger? Is it the head or is it the neck? Where the neck can slightly move the head to show the head which way to go. Think about it. Our grandmas and mothers and great grandmothers have used that neck to get that man to do what they knew was going to help the family. Didn't destroy his ego, but just slightly, babe. Well, I think we need to go this route or whatever, and move. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. The only reason I go over and over and over and over and over and over about me, I need to lose some weight. I need to, be healthy. I need to work on this. I need to work on that. Because one day my wife came over with just one finger, rubbed it on my cheek, said, baby, I finally found you. I need you to be around. And that's all she said. I need you to be around. I finally got you in my life. I don't want to lose you. I was like, oh man. And that's when, I'm breathing heavy. Man boobs, probably a 38B or something like that, 40. I got these pants on. These pants right here are so baggy. You look like what's that young rap group with the baggy clothes. These used to be tight on me. That feminine just touch. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. I wanted to I wanted to I don't know, cause I do stuff that just blah. I wanted to get the driveway replaced. Man, please, that driveway never gonna be replaced as much as that mess cost. But I spoke to her. She said, "Well, what about the retaining wall on the roof? We were talking about that." And you see, when you cleave unto as one, you have one that's crazy and one that's got sensible whatever, and if you become one where you have two bodies that are four together as a team, as a mesh that comes together. You mesh together in your team. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. Ain't nobody telling you what to do. Let's work together and mesh so we can have stuff. We can do stuff. We can get together and do this and do that. Do that. Oh, you a simp? Okay. Got anything else for me? I'm a simp that travels. I'm a simp that is setting up to go to Greece, to set to go up to getting it, getting it set up to go to the Maldives. I ain't never. We trying to find, I'm to the point right now. I wanted to stay on, one of those bungalows on the water. I think we're gonna set it up that we can stay on that bungalow on one for one day, and that's it. And then we're gonna we can find a cheaper spot. Cheaper spot do what we need to do. But the thing is, work within your parameters and enjoy life. Work within your parameters and get what you want to get. Set yourself up to win. Set yourself up. You can do it. But see, the thing is, we wanna. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna do. Hey, I live that way too. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do, and I lost everything. I freaking lost everything. Not never again. Not again. Do you see what I mean? We can come together and figure it out with the one that I trust, the one that I love, and we can come together. I remember, before I met Norma 8 years ago, I think I had in my adult life one vacation before that, and it was taking my son to Disney World. And my first marriage, I was married like 25 years or something, 25, 24 years. That's sad. Now we're at the point of two vacations a year and other things, you know, weekend retreats and stuff like that. That's my question for the group today. Are you surviving or are you living? And my suggestion is, even if you learn how to save, like, Wanda's budgets, and, look, start saving, because my 60th, I'm going to the Maldives one way or another. I'm going to the Maldives, and I'm going to start saving this year for that. That's going to be, um, that's going to be the priority. Learn, figure it out. You can do it. Well, I can't. You know what? I thought that way once. I can't. Why not? Do you see what I'm saying? Why not? Try to get out there. You can do it, you know, but you got to be do it with the right person, the right teammate. We're a team. When you win, I win. Like I said, my wife, she's I'm her biggest fan, and she doesn't realize, she doesn't think, she knows now that I listen to everything that she's saying. I know everything she does. I tell her many a times I couldn't do what you do. I whatever hair that's left on my balding old self, I would have pulled it out a long time ago. I would have yanked it out of my head because that's too stressful for me. Finding people to work this job, or finding people to work that job, and dealing with it would drove me up the freaking wall. But you have people and she loves it. She freaking loves it. You know, we can learn from our past mistakes and learn. Everybody's situation, my situation is different from your situation. Your situation is different from someone else's. But whatever works for you, and you know, it's not a violent situation, whatever works for you, man, live that to the fullest. Live that to the fullest. I started this YouTube page to just record so my I don't think I'm ever gonna have a grandchild, but to record, for my other, I thought, my grandchild to see what this is what Grandpa used to do, and this is how Grandpa had fun, and this how Grandpa was doing this. I started it that, and then, and also to remind myself if I start getting pig-headed, where I came from, what did I go through? What did I learn? Because see, if we don't learn from our past mistakes, we'll tend to do it again and do it again and do it again. Oh, turn the volume down. No, yeah, no. Yeah, no, no, we're not yelling. We're not yelling today. Sorry. I'm so freaking tired. I'm so freaking tired. I'm surprised I'm holding. Hey, Water Wanda, I'm so tired. I'm holding on to just a conversation up without going um 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 um. Yeah, we're about to shut it down there, my man Shee. We're about to shut it down. But and then I said again. We need to learn how to live and enjoy life. You can see one of them got a Jeep with he's got a winch on that thing and all that stuff. I can't do the new Jeeps; they're too small. I remember years ago I had a chance to get an old school Jeep, the big boy. I think it was like $1,600. But when I was doing the Navy, I couldn't afford it. I should have bought it. I should have bought it. Old school Jeep, big rock climber. You know, might I don't know if I'd have still had it or whatever, but that was an old school Jeep there. Um, we I'm just ever so thankful. I'm ever so thankful for the chance to to learn how to live, learn how to work within the parameters, to find new adventures, new chances to enjoy life. Is another thing I want to do. I want to learn how to I think it's called stepping. It's like Chicago step class or whatever. I want to look into that because COVID's dying down and you can get down in back, groups of stuff. I want to learn. I wanted to get out there and learn like go to like do a step class and learn. Um, because you you get up, you dress all fancy, and you have the certain types of shoes, and then you're coordinated, and you get out there and you dance. You dance to the the rhythm and the blues or whatever, and everybody knows I'm a geek, so I listen to every types of music. So you know what I mean. Good morning, welcome in, welcome in. And but what I'm saying when I say that is that would be a good date night. It would be a good thing. I'm gonna mention that to her today about look. See, but every time like I can't even work on my lawn because as soon as I come home, we're taking off to Florida. Uh, but that's all right. That's a good frustration. You know what I mean? It's a good frustration. But I want to look into some dance classes. Yeah, dance classes and figuring that part of it out and adding that to the their experiences that we have done. We're going back to New Orleans. That's going to be fun in December for a football game. I'm always down. I'm always down for stuff, and you have to you just have to open up your heart, your mind, your body and soul to these new experiences. You know what I mean? These new experiences are going to be a part of you. It's going to be a part of that growing old. I want to do stuff till I can't do it no more. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Coming up next is wellness with Frugal Mama. I sound like the TV shows. Coming up next will be wellness with Frugal Mama. Yeah, if y'all have a minute, check her out. You know I gotta do it. You gotta get that beat in. Is anybody else going live today? Anybody else got videos that they're dropping today? Let us know so we come by. You come by and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Um, just hey, just say, "Hey, I came by to say, hey, hey." I got to shave because every time I start messing with my nose, that means something done something bothering the itching or whatever. Uh, you know, um, thanks everyone that came out for the hype again, Don. They really need to work on that name. That just, I'm sorry, that's goofy. That's goofy, man. Figure a better name. But we now I'm doing the ums, so we're gonna shut it. We're gonna shut this down. I appreciate you guys coming in today. I apologize that I don't have the energy to be yelling and screaming. I'm living on 3 hours of sleep. Hopefully I'm parked in the right dock. This not gonna be funny, but um we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. I'm in the dock, so I didn't have to worry about swinging around in the whole 9 yards. But guys, you have a blessed morning. Have a blessed day. If you don't think nobody loves you as usual, and as always, I love you and God loves you too. Y'all have a blessed day. See you tomorrow. Mignana.